This week we're going to focus more on the Vector.com program for those of you who cannot download Inkscape. Um, Remember the final, the long-term learning target is to be able to create a high quality nameplate from design all the way into laser engraving and delivered to your house. So today we're going to practice a few more of the skills necessary to do that. We're going to download an image and we're going to then trace it. Because we're not going to just copy and paste and use that image in our final designs, we're going to create, we're going to actually create a duplicate of an image that we find. For me, I'm going to be doing a lot of gardening this summer since I have so much free time, so I really want to create some signs that are going to be for the garden. So one of the ones I've just planted are snap peas. So I'm going to create a little sign that says snap peas that I would put in the garden just to mark where I'm at. So I want to find something that says snap peas on it, and then I'm going to create, like use one of these little pictures too. So this is the picture I'll use. I'm going to save image as. And then on my desktop, I'm going to name it as Snap P Design for Vector. Save it. And then I'm going to try to find something that says Snap Peas on it. You know what? Maybe I'll just do this little peas right here and then make the snap part. Snap P word, let's say. And then, right, so now I've already signed into Vector.com with my Google login. I'm going to click on this snapping in grid. Excuse me. And right over on this left side here are many of the tools that we're going to be using. I'm going to click on Upload Image. I'm going to click Snap P Image, and it loads it. That wasn't the one I wanted, I don't believe. This one right here, I'm sorry. And I'm going to put the picture in too. And it was this Snap P Design for Vector. So my final image is going to look a little bit like with this peas and then this picture right here. So over here on my left side, we've got layers and we have two images. So I'm going to lock that one and lock that one. And then I'm going to be able to draw over those. Okay, so with that, I'm going to use this little pen tool. And I'm just going to start drawing. And it's tricky. It's just as tricky as the Inkscape design. You'll see what I do is I get the point, and while it's loose, it's a straight line. I get it to where I want it. I click, hold down the mouse, and you can see how it starts to bend. And then once I do a closed path, it locks. Shh. Right? And I can always, once I click on it with just the pointer tool, it gives me a bunch of points that I'm gonna, now I can start to manipulate it. If I didn't like it where I wanted it, where I had it originally, I can start to drag it and move it around a little bit. And even these little spots just give me the angles. Shut the door. So remember, once I shut the door. So just something kind of rough, to begin with. And then if I click on the pointer tool again, I can start to manipulate it, move it around, shape it how I want it. Okay? This program is certainly not as easy as using Inkscape, but it's entirely possible that we can get something that, that looks really good. So I'm just going to keep tracing. This would be a good time to get this out of here. Oh, you know what you can do as well is you can image 1, image 2. Just delete it like that. So, yeah, you can tell it's a little rough. But I'm trying to just give you an example of how to do it. I didn't choose the best one either because it's kind of, it's disappearing. And then I can go back and click on the image, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I really want to start to draw. And it's a lot easier to do that than it is maybe than the text sometimes. The balls, the little P's. Again, click on the P part. Remember, once you click the mouse button and you start to move it, it'll bend the line. Okay. Word. And once I've finished my image, Then I'm going to save it and export it. It'll save it automatically because this is a web-based program, and then I'll export it. And when I export it, I want to do it as an SVG, and I can click download. And then from there, I'll be able to open it up in my Inkscape program to be able to laser engrave it. I hope this helps.